Hey friends, welcome back to my page, y'all. Welcome to the replay. If you don't see a red box above my head, that means you're catching the replay. And if you do see a red box, that means you're catching me live. So that means you can just comment along, have a conversation with us, ask questions. So we're going to use some itty bitty tiny like candlestick holders tonight for some feet for a Americana frame that we're going to put together. So when you hop on, say hey, hit the heart button, y'all, and sprinkle the video and comment the word. What is the word? Box, B-O-X. We're going to use a newer box frame tonight. It is 5 by 12, so it's a little bit smaller than our 6 by 18. Obviously, the numbers, right? Smaller. We've got several different sizes of box frames, but they are double-sided. They're pretty thick. One comes white, wash, and then you have like a wood, I don't know, y'all, wood greenish look. So, hi friends, hop on in and let's do the thing. So, I am going to use the brand new color of the month to show y'all how we are going to showcase it here tonight. And the new color is called Saucy. Saucy. It's kind of right up my alley, actually, because I'm feeling a little saucy today. So I'm actually going to paint, I think this side. I want a little bit of bigger tape. I had to think about that. So I want to make sure that I tape, all right, so let me show you how I do this. So I just kind of, there's really no rhyme or reason how to do this, but I want to make sure that I get the tape all the way touching the edge. I'll show y'all here in a second of the box frame. See that? So you see how it's like all the way? It's all the way, y'all. It's all the way. Okay. Hello from South Carolina. Hi, Kevin Perry. How are you? Hi, everybody. Tina. All right, so let me measure this one. And let's do this other side. So I'm doing this because I don't want my frame to get painted the same color as we are going to paint the base of this surface. All right. So this is just called washi tape. It's very similar to painter's tape, y'all. You can get at Lowe's. You can even use our placement tape. I wanted something a little bit thicker for tonight, but you can go around and do the tape in one go, or you can do it like I am and piece it together. All right, let's see here. So there's that. Okay, so see what I've done, right? Now we're going to take our sauce. So let me show you a couple of things. Okay, I'm going to grab 3 colors. All right, now I know it's hard to tell from the camera, but this is Candy Apple. This is Rust that is no longer available. And this is the new Saucy. So you can unlock Saucy to purchase. And it's really called Saucy. It reminds me of like barbecue sauce. $75 in your cart. Okay. So we're going to open this. Slide all of the excess back into the jar. Don't waste any. And wipe our hands. Okay. Oh, Deb got hers. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start painting this with one of my long, one of my long, what do y'all call this? Darn it. Paintbrushes. All right, here we go. So I see a lot of people asking for updates. So we had a Scottish Rite sports medicine appointment today. And There are two percentage groups is how it was explained to me. Okay. I don't know. Is Zach on here? Tina, take and swipe the comments. All right. So we have twin boys. Zach and I have twin boys. They're 10. And one of them had a terrible accident slipping out of the bathtub about 3 weeks ago. And he suffered a severe concussion. Well, normal percentage of children, really anyone, goes away in 5 to 10 days. So Jackson has been suffering pain for a while, head hurting. Had to pull him out of school. Didn't take the STAR test, the state test. Lots of things, right? It's hard because you can't really do anything for your child. Like Tylenol's not working, the whole 9 yards. So we took him to a specialist today, and he is in the percentage group that it could take 4 to 6 weeks for the severe head concussion to, I don't know, like go away. So they put him on an antibiotic, or not it's like a medication of some sort. I don't even think it's antibiotic. I don't know. So he had his first dosage today of that. He is going back to school tomorrow. They have mandated absolutely no tests, no quizzes, no online screen learning, which nowadays they do everything on their Chromebook. He cannot fall asleep to the TV, which is going to be tragic, but I think we have a plan. Granted, y'all, he only has 2 weeks left of school, so I am very fortunate that that is the case. So it's not like he's going to be missing out on a bunch of work. He can wear earplugs if he needs to. He can wear sunglasses if he needs to. He is allowed to miss half days. So basically they said any missed school from April 13th, the day of the incident, until May 23rd is excused. So they don't take this lightly, which I appreciate, right? So one of the things they asked was, hey, hey Jackson, do you want to participate in a survey? You get a survey link today and then one in a couple weeks. And they're like, we pay $15 for the first survey you fill out, and then it's like another $25 or something. And he's like, yeah. So he's making money after going to the doctor today. So I'm excited that we got some answers. Hopefully the medicine will work. I'm very positive. I have a positive outlook on it. All right, so check it out. Look at Saucy at its finest. It's really hard to see, y'all, in the camera, but it is very pretty. Okay. So again, put $75 in your cart. You will unlock this to purchase, to add. Okay. Keyword is box, BOX. To get you all of the supplies, frame and everything. So we're going to dry this. Okay. And make sure that it's dry before we remove our tape. I know, isn't the color pretty? So hit the heart button, y'all. Type in the word box. Sprinkle the video. Hey, Rachie. Hi, Zach. Miss Debbie Ford, thank you so much for the stars. That means a lot to us. Y'all's prayers and well wishes this morning means a lot to us, more than you ever know. So here I am today in my braids for the second time. Y'all, this is the easiest thing to do. Throw on a hat. Out the door you go. All right, so I prefer that you peel your tape off after the paste or paint or whatever you're using dries. Okay, so take it from me. You don't have to do that, but I am. Now, I've got these little feet candlesticks. They're itty bitty tiny candlesticks. We're going to paint. We're going to elevate this little frame to the next level. Like literally next level. Let's see here. My grandson had a severe concussion. He ended up with chronic migraines. Oh, Marlene, don't tell me that. So, Lore, we do sell cutouts, Chalk Couture. They're out of stock right now, but they are coming back. Okay? So you'll have to wait till they release theirs. It can, Wanda, and it's going to be good for like barn red, red, white, and blue red. Okay, somebody asked a question. Marilee. Hold on, I got to fix my braids here. They're really driving me nuts. Let me tell you, my friend. So, I don't know if you saw this. So, Marilee asked, is it farmhouse red or rust-like? This is candy apple. This is rust. That is the rust that we used last fall, okay? And then you have this. So, I don't know. I'm trying to see what I could show you on. Well, this one's used, but if I take a paintbrush on a white surface, maybe easier to show you when the background is white. I don't know. It's, I don't know, y'all. It dries darker than obviously what you see here. Like, it dries a lot darker. I hope that helps. You'll just have to get some, girl. Yes, barbecue sauce. Hi, Monique. Marlene, thank you. Hi, Bambi. Oh, thank you so much, Bambi. That is so sweet. Barn red. Yeah, I could say that. Are they going to fix the banner? Yes, Anne. Okay, so I think we're dry. Now we're going to take... let me put the lid back on this before I put my hand in it. Hi, Glammy. Okay, 10 weeks. Okay, good. All right, so I'm going to peel this off. Everybody say hi to my mother-in-law. She's on here. Her name is Tess. She's Crafty Tessie on Facebook. All right, so peel this off and put it in the trash, okay? So it started granite, white side, and then this has a wood grainish look, okay? So we decided to paint the wood grain look, or the wood grain side, all right? And that's what we have. Now, again, it's really hard to see the reddish from the camera that I'm looking in. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of tape here, just like so, and do another one, okay? Thanks, Mindy. Yes, it will. The new color is going to go great with the Aztec pattern, for sure. All right, so I'm going to grab 2 of these, and we're going to just kind of place them down like so. And this is the same size, yes. And I added some of these to my Amazon store, so just comment the word box, and I'll send you a message with all the information. It would be, Linda. That's a great idea. Towards the middle of the sunflower. Aw, thanks, Glenny. All right, so I'm going to paint these black, okay? And we're going to get these covered, okay? You can paint them whatever color. You could even stain them with like the antique wax like we've done before. But I wanted to paint these black. You're not going to see them a whole lot, but we're going to use these to elevate our box frame. And this is how I hold the candlesticks in place. I'm sure there's another way out there to do it. I just haven't seen it. So y'all can share your ideas with me. Maybe put them in a bag. I don't know. That may not be a good idea. All right, so there's one. So now we're going to go in and paint the other. And then we're going to slap our transfer on. I'm going to turn on my glue gun. And we're going to finish the project. So, this one's like moving all over the place, y'all. The tape is not cooperating. Sit down. All right. Done and done. That's me today, like falling to pieces over every single thing that's gone on in my life today. Today was a rough day, y'all. Everything came to a halt. All right, so we have 2 little candlesticks. All right, so we're going to let those dry. Now we're going to take some surface wax. Now I'm getting to the very end of my wax. See how it's like all around the edges? So what I'm going to do, because I need to loosen this up, is I'm going to take my dryer. It's not one of those hot dryers. So like you saw me, that I just laid this against my skin. It's not going to burn my skin. It's just more of like a blow dryer that doesn't get super hot. So I'm going to just melt my wax here a little bit. Don't want to waste, y'all. I'm not ready to throw this one away. So let's melt this just a tad. It's not going to turn into liquid or anything unless you sit there for a long time. But it's just going to give it a little bit of... It's going to help me like get it out of the jar and wipe it all over my surface, because we're going to put a transfer on here. And I did not even measure this transfer to make sure that it fits. Oh, Lord, this is going to be interesting. I'm sure it'll be just fine. So I'm going to wax the entire thing because this wax does give it a little bit of shine on your surface. So I don't want to have just one section of shine. I want to have the whole thing, right? The whole thing needs to shine. All right, so there's that. So now I'm making sure that I did not get too much wax on part of the surface, because too much wax will prevent your paste to go through the screen. Okay, so there's our wax surface. So let's do this. Oh, Sheila puts them on skewers. Look at you. All right, so this did dry. So it went from real bright. I don't know, Marilee, if that helps you. You're just going to have to get the color and play with it. But it's like a barn red. All right, so I'm going to hope that this America here on our Land of the Free transfer fits. So let me grab this. And y'all remember our wrong side. I get this backwards. Our super cute. Y'all, I'm in love with this so much. We made last night. We're going to do Dune for America. And kind of go for that vintagey farmhouse look. Love that. Those cutouts are in Zach's Etsy shop. Thanks, Michelle Pryor. How are you? Yes, Linda, it is. Thanks, Marianne. Yes, it is. It's buy 3 paste or inks. You can combine and get one free. Showese on my website. All right, so we've got this, okay? Oh, look, looky there. It's going to go perfectly here, right inside of our frame. What? No way. All right, so I'm going to try and move this down to center it just a little bit. Okay, so I have 2 fingers from the bottom of the A. No, that's terrible. It's like a curved saying. You see that? Okay, I'm just going to leave it just like so. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to smooth it out and make sure that I don't have any air bubbles around the screen. When you have air bubbles around your screen, you could cause bleeding. Okay, so we're going to take Dune. Hi, Diana. How are you? Yes, Monique, I wash my fuzzing cloth all the time. All the time. Let's see. Let's go mini squeegee. So this is Dune. This is like an off-white beigey color. So we're going to take this over the silk screen. These are reusable. The transfers themselves, that's what they're called. And we're just slapping that paste on and dragging it over the screen. And that way it lands on our surface, okay? So now you're gonna go and pick up all of the excess, slide it back into your jar if you have any, close your lid. Then what we're gonna do is lift it up, and we're just gonna check it and make sure that all of our America, or the silk screen area, was like covered with paste and it went through the screen. So if I miss a spot, all I need to do is gently lay this back down, okay? But so far, so good. So before I lift it all the way off, I'm going to double check it, and then I'm going to simply lift, because if you try to lay this back down right now, chances are you're going to have a hard time lining it up. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you really quick how to clean it. That is super important. Clean fairly quickly, okay? Because this is chalk and paste form, all right? So chalk is going to dry over time. So it's going to dry in the screen. And in my personal experience, it's harder to get out of your screen if it's dry, okay? So just clean as you go. Turn it over, sticky side up. And you're just simply going to wipe all of the paste off, grab a paper towel, and dry off the transfer. Okay, don't do it too much because your paper towel might get stuck to the sticky part, because the back side of it is adhesive. All right. And then you just stick this back onto the transfer backer sheet that it came in. Okay. All right, let's make sure these are dry, and then we're going to glue them on and we're done. Pretty sure they are. So let's just make sure that is dry. Okay. Done. Glue gun. I'm going to flip this on its side. Okay, what did I say? I'm going to do these upside down. All right, let's do one there. Now, I want to make sure that they're in the middle, so that hopefully the goal is that it does not tip over, because it's top heavy. Okay. And these are just like little candlestick holders. That's it. Y'all ready? Hopefully it's even. Ta-da! Oops, I messed that one up. Hold on, y'all. Let me try this way. I don't think my glue is hot enough. Y'all ever have that where if you go to glue something and your glue's not hot enough, it comes right off? Yep, that was me right there. Okay, let's try this again. Scoot over, Rover. Press and hold. That's so much easier. There we go. Okay. See the little feet? See the little feet? And now you've elevated your simple decor, right? You don't have to add the feet. This box frame will stand on its own, okay? But I like to take things sometimes to the next level. So there it is. It would be, Janice. You should so do that. All right, y'all, that is it. That is our project. Simple, brand new color, saucy. Love this look. So me, farmhouse, vintage, whatever you want to call it. So y'all have a good night. And I will see you later. Bye, friends.